guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell from that intro, had a change of plans this week. I know I said in the last video I was going to be doing the ducky injectors in my second gen, but had a change of plans. Also, I don't know if it was the last video or video before, I said I was looking for a new truck or a different truck, another truck, preferably dually. As you can tell from that intro, we have found that truck. I also said that I was looking for a P-pump 12 valve, first gen, or 94 to 98.5 second gen, to be able to have the 12 valve engine. We went a completely different direction. I was on the Facebook Marketplace, and I found something that really couldn't resist or couldn't pass up because price-wise. And what we found was actually a common rail. This is an 03 SLT crew cab. So I mean, like I said, we were going to go with a standard cab 8-foot bed, and we went with a crew cab 8-foot bed common rail. So like I said I said I was going to go a completely different, well, I said I went a completely different direction, and I did. The gentleman had, believe it or not, $5,000 on the truck. I don't know why he was selling it so cheap, but I went up Sunday to look at it, and on his way, he had it sitting at a farm or sitting someplace. The pictures that they had on Marketplace, the truck was sitting in the weeds. He did divulge to me that it had been sitting for about 2.5 to 3 years, and he hasn't driven it, just went over periodically and started it. So he was on it, he left there, he got stuck. Long story short, he made it a half a mile from where the truck was sitting to his home, and the rear end locked up in it. So I had AAA haul it to the house. He had AAA haul it someplace, and they took the cover off, and you can see from it sitting, it had actually rusted the diff cover and pushed it out away, and all the oil leaked out beyond the gasket because this had a gasket on it. So that rear end didn't like being ran dry. I looked further into it. There's an oil galley that comes from the pinion bearing and runs back in there. I'm pretty certain that that pinion bearing has come apart. I don't know if there's anything wrong with the center section, but it's totally out of my wheelhouse, 100% more so than what wiring is. I can do wiring. I have taken a center section out before, but it was one of those like 8 3/4 rear ends that are in the half-ton Dodge trucks, and replace a clutch pack in there. That was pretty simple to do because it had the nuts on the outside where you had to stick the, I still have it. You had to go in there and take tension off of them nuts to take off the preload for your center section. So all I did was count backwards, blah blah blah, replace the clutches and put it back in. That was pretty simple. I've never taken a pinion seal out, or pinion bearing out, as far as doing the crush sleeve and none of that stuff. I'm going to take it out to a friend of mine. It's Matt Popeil at Popeil Diesel, and we're going to fix it out there. Actually, he's going to fix it. I'm going to watch and film it. So that's going to be taken care of out there. If I have to do a center section, we'll do an upgrade, an Eaton, a Yukon, something like that. I'm not certain as far as what type of locker we'll put in it, but if there's nothing wrong, it just needs a pinion bearing, then that's pretty much all we're gonna do. So the truck is in really good shape other than sitting. There's a lot of scale, rust scale on the frame. There's rust scale on the transmission. They still run the NV5600. In these trucks, they didn't go with the G56 until 04.5, 05, something like that. So this has the NV5600. It does have a South Bend single disc. It does have airbags in the rear. He's got some kind of, I don't know what kind of tuner this is. It's a PDQ volumizer. Ouch, hit my head on the hood. Whatever, I have no clue. There's a little toggle switch in there on the dash, and then he has an Air-Aid quick fit cold air. So all this stuff. I don't know if this air raid's gonna stay. I mean, it really needs cleaned. It's dirty. And then there's just a little, let's see if you can see that down there, a little nest down in there. I don't know what that is. And then also I noticed, if you can see back there, see where they ran the EGT valve? Wrong. It should be up there in the manifold. They've got it on the other side of the turbo, so it doesn't even read anything. I don't know if it works. The only thing I have done is put new batteries in it, and I think there is some type of a draw on the battery because this one is warm. So I'm going to figure that out, either get it unhooked or something, because this one, not at all. Something is drawing on that battery because that battery is warm, so I'm going to have to get that checked out. On further inspection, I noticed that battery's not even hooked up to the other side, so I have no idea what's going on there. So we're going to figure out why it's drawing, and I don't know. So just going to go through, change all the fluids, get some Hot Shots oil in there, get some stiction eliminator in there, run it for a while. Looks like we need to chase some oil leaks around the valve cover gasket there. Just gonna, all in all, gonna go through and just change everything out. Check, like I said, I checked the batteries, but just need to get this figured out because, you know, this battery, so there's an issue over here. Actually, while I had it running just a little bit ago, and I went as it was running, and that battery is unhooked over on that side. I did touch it, and it arced. So I don't know if there's an issue with the alternator. I don't know. I just got it home, haven't had time to check anything out, so we're just gonna have to go through and get everything figured out. So don't know if I said it or not, but got to go through and check all the brakes out. The brake light is staying on in there in the dash, so there's an issue there. Just when you leave stuff sit like that, it's just so hard on them. The moisture coming up from the ground, you know, it's caused all the scale in the frame. It's just not good. So just gonna have to go through and do a lot of things to it before we can really put it on the road. Leather interior. Leather interior, got this old seat cover on there, that's got to come off. Power seats on the driver's side, power mirrors, nice cluster there. Standard 3rd gen rear seats that flip up, and then they have the compartments underneath of them. This is where he has his compressor mounted. I don't know if the compressor's drawing off of it or what. And on the other side in that compartment over there is his air tank. I don't know if that's going to stay there, if we're going to move it someplace. When it runs, it's loud inside the truck, so we need to get that out of there. Maybe certain, I don't know. It's got the old boat basket for his cup holder on there instead of using these down there. It was an older gentleman, so. And then right over there is where he mounted the pressure and toggle switch for the air ride. I probably will move that maybe up in here someplace. I'm not certain. This is that toggle switch I was telling you about for, I have no idea. I don't know if this is for that volumizer or what, but just needs a good cleaning. He does have a couple of gauges up here. That's the pyro, the EGT, and then that is the manifold pressure. They're both is pro. I just don't know. I don't think anything's working. So I don't know what we're gonna go with as far as tuner, and I don't know. So anyway, guys, I just want to take a minute. I did notice there's some rust starting on this door, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on that. There's some rust on the rocker panel on the driver's side, and then those running boards need to come off. So anyway, just wanted to take a minute and show you the new channel project. If you guys like it, smash that like button, let me know. So there's going to be some upcoming videos with that. The truck does run really well, no blow by, and I don't know, we're gonna have to be doing some things here pretty soon. So first of all, we want to get it out to Matt's shop and get that rear end taken care of. I want to get the back wheels off of it and make sure the bearings aren't roasted, because they get their lubrication from the diff fluid. So Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. Like I said, let me know what you think. Hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll talk to you guys later on. Bye-bye.